Good evening, everybody. My name is Israel Adebisi. I'm a cloud computing specialist. Actually, my main presentation today is to bring the executive management up to speed on the latest technology in town. And cloud computing has become a core element of today's enterprise technology strategy. Indeed, in the past few years, we have seen the conversation around cloud computing move from if to when and how. Cloud computing affords us the opportunity to access resources through the internet. Its value proposition is many faceted, ranging from significant cost savings over traditional data center approach to the ability to quickly build robust, resilient applications that can scale up as traffic spikes and scale down as it recedes. So you discover that because the kind of business we do, we don't need to run the application 24/7, that is 24 hours daily, 7 days a week. We only need to make it run at during business hour. So that's why I'm proposing that cloud computing should be the way to go. Cloud computing is a type of computing that relies on shared computing resources rather than having local servers or personal devices to handle application. Cloud computing is taking IT service and moving them outside of the organizational firewalls, and application and storage and others are accessed via the web. Then you also see that there are some basic capabilities of cloud computing. First, it is on demand, self-service, and broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, and measured service, because it gives you that ability to be able to use what you want to use per time. Then there are advantages and disadvantages of cloud computing. Advantage first I'll take is the agility and velocity. Now in cloud computing, there's what continuous development. There's what we call continuous development. Cloud computing allows you to be able to build your application, test your application, and speedily take them to production. The cloud computing allows you to do that. That might not be exactly possible in the immediate with your traditional data center without having to invest another huge sum of money. Then also, cloud computing allows us to be able to easily scale up or down depending on the situation of our traffic on the application. Then also, cloud computing allows us for security, because cloud computing company will be there's a lot of investments going on into different cloud computing companies. So, for example, Amazon is investing a lot into the cloud computing business. Google Cloud Platform also is also investing a lot into their own side of the computing business. So thereby allowing them to be able to have a robust security approach to IT. Disadvantage. One key disadvantage that might come into it is the issue of service disruption, because you cannot guarantee the network all the time. Sometimes there might be breakdown, though advancement in technology has allowed us the privilege of being able to overcome the issue of service disruption. And then the other one is privacy. Privacy and compliance is a big issue all world over now. So you might want to say, oh, that might be a disadvantage on the side of cloud computing. Then also shift of control, because you are not in charge of the total control. The control is now with some other external body. Outside of that, cloud computing is a good approach we should be looking at. Then analysis of the economic implication. Cloud computing allows us firm to only rent software and data storage remotely on as needed basis. This will reduce the fixed cost firms incur when they enter a new market or begin production, uh, not only for for firms, even startups. Startups have can be running their infrastructure on cloud computing and grow. As they grow, their cloud computing need to be growing along with them, so they don't need to begin to have one big data center somewhere far away or anywhere. They can just grow with their data. As they grow, the cloud computing infrastructure also grows with them gradually. Then also there's cost savings, because cost is shared among customers all over the world for the cloud computing. So it's not only you that will be investing into buying servers, storage, network infrastructure, and all that. The cost of using that is shared. Then also there's also the timing, because in one part of the world they might be sleeping, and at that point in time you might be using the resource. That also counts to the advantage of cloud computing. Thereby, cost that you save, you can be able to use that cost savings to be able to go into other business or develop other line of businesses, as the case may be. Then there was a business need currently, because I quickly ran through the need of what we have currently. We have 20 database servers with 16 cores. We have 200 non-database servers with 8 cores. We have 800. We have 200 terabytes of object storage and many other storages that we have. By the time I did a side-to-side analysis of having a data center run and cloud computing, putting this infrastructure into cloud, I discovered that we could save well over 15% in our total cost of ownership in 3 years, and that will come to a figure of about $700,000. With that $700,000, we can be able to begin to look at other business line and be able to move on into other businesses and be much more competitive. A quick SWOT analysis that I did also, I discussed the strength of this is that it will reduce the infrastructural concerns. The management is always thinking about IT every minute. It will reduce that. Then management will now be able to think more of the services that we offer rather than the supporting the business of IT. That will also be one of the strengths of going to cloud computing as a company. Then the opportunities that thereby that affords us is flexibility. It is very flexible. It to create the complex businesses demand changes. As soon as businesses are changing, cloud computing affords us to be able to change along with it. It gives us competitive advantage. Then also we can also look at the weakness. Of course, we have to look at the issue of moving IT managers around and changing the roles of IT managers. Then also the threat is organizational policy violation, because if cloud computing companies don't quickly meet up with our organizational policy standards, then there might be a violation somewhere, and that might not be very good. So it depends on management. Now I will want to advise management to kindly look at us going cloud computing, because it will afford us cost savings and many other benefits that will come into it. And I believe that with this, we will be able to be a competitive organization that will be current and up to date, and that we'll be able to look at the business of IT, business that we do currently. Thank you, and do have a great day.